Now that many of us are confined to our homes for the foreseeable future, it's likely you may have more time than ever to finally catch up on all the things you have been meaning to watch, whether you are into post natural disaster thriller or documentaries. If you are looking for a pulse pounding distraction from our current reality, or maybe just a reminder that things could be worse, there is plenty of cinematic fodder that can lend to some escapism in extremes. From dangerous environments and apocalyptic hellscapes, here are top 3 great survival movies to watch about strong instinct and endurance. On number 3, I have No Escape, which was released on 2015. No Escape takes place in an unnamed fourth world nation with strong overtones of Cambodia, though Thailand serves as the real location. In the preamble, the country's troop military ruler is assassinated by ruthless revolutionaries, just as young businessman Jack and his family jet in on their night flight from America, heading for a new life in an exotic, faraway land. Jack has just been hired by a US corporation which projects an image of benevolent social responsibility, but appears to be extremely unpopular with the local citizens, having privatized their water supply for profit. Newly installed in their luxury hotel, Jack, his wife Annie, and their 2 young daughters witness chaotic scenes in the sweltering streets outside. An angry mob is on the rampage, seizing control of the city, executing Westerners on sight. Soon the entire hotel is under siege as riots escalate into full-scale civil war. On their way to escape to the border, what they have to go through will make you sweat and bite your fingernails.
I want to go home.
On number 2, I have Vertical Limit, which was released on 2000. Shot mostly in New Zealand, it centers on a dangerous ascent of K2, the second highest peak in the Himalayas, planned by a rich Texas businessman to coincide with the inauguration of a new route for his airline. Inevitably, things go wrong and he is buried in a deep crevasse at 26,000 feet with an American woman climber, Annie, and the expedition's leader. The rescue must be carried out in 27 hours, as the rescue team is composed of people, each with a private agenda. Among them, Annie's brother, Peter, who has to assuage the guilt brought about by the death of their mountaineering father. A mystic mountaineer who looks like Geronimo and is searching for revenge and his missing wife's body, and a pair of happy-go-lucky Australian hippies. The nitroglycerin is needed to blow open the crevasse and to add yet another hazard to flaking rock, blinding snow, avalanches, and so on. The tension it builds up in the rescue attempt. I almost cried when I saw this movie first in 2001, and I am certainly going to recommend this movie to my viewers. And finally, on number 1, I have The Impossible, which was released on 2012. Despair, pain, panic, and hope fight for supremacy in this outstandingly made and heart-wrenching film based on the true life story of a Spanish family who went on a Christmas holiday in Thailand back in 2004 and were caught up in the tsunami that hit Southeast Asia, killing 25 million people. With simplicity and conviction, it manages to be something other than a conventional disaster movie. The tsunami sequence itself is a masterly piece of filmmaking, and as for what follows, I have to admit to being blindsided by its real emotional power. This film is, of course, vulnerable to charges of manipulation and of magnifying the Western tourist experience at the expense of the indigenous communities who lost everything. As the film continues, a kind and compassionate stranger volunteers to help him. These two inspiring examples of self-sacrifice and kindness are what make the impossible film into something richer and deeper than just another survival story. This film is based on a true story. So, this was my list for today. If you have watched these movies, do tell me in the comments, and if you find these movies lovable, give a thumbs up. See you real soon with more updates.